out with this. So you lock it like this, and that way it goes opposite to your body. There's no need to have it. Okay, what's striking? Do we use a fist or a palm heel? This is a very important discussion that we need to have. I'm trying to keep every part of you safe, and I'm not doing my job as an instructor if I don't talk about this important topic. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Let me give you a brief recap of my qualifications to teach this subject. If you ever wanted to be able to defend yourself from a violent attack without having to spend decades learning a martial art. My name is Carl Schnackle, and this video has been over 50 years in the making. If you think you need to be young, strong, and in good shape to defend yourself, bear with me for a second and I'll prove just how wrong your belief is. I'm 72 years old at the time this video was shot, about 60 pounds overweight, and I destroyed both my knees while serving in the U.S. Army. So I walk with a permanent limp on both legs. So for me anyway, running away is simply out of the question. I got over 50 years of martial arts training in various art forms, over 15 years of experience teaching self-defense, even several years of experience as a bodyguard. I've developed a system that focuses on real-world self-defense that almost anyone can use to defend themselves. I promise this will be the last talking head type of video that I'll do until I upload the introduction to level 2. But this is important enough that it needs its own video. The human hand is a marvel of nature. Each hand has 27 tiny bones connected by joints and ligaments. With this ability, we're able to write, draw, make beautiful music, and do a multitude of things to make our lives easier. But our hands are a lot more fragile than you might think. When you make a fist, you're compressing 27 small, delicate bones together, and they're not designed to withstand heavy impacts. Think about all the things that we need our hands for every day that we take for granted. Tying our shoes, using a phone, even eating a meal. Broken hand is more than just a fight injury. It's a problem for our lives. Usually requires a doctor to set the broken bone, sometimes requiring painful surgery, installing pins or rods to make our fingers work again. This happens so often that there's a common name for it. It's called a boxer's fracture. It sounds rough and rugged, but doing something as simple as opening a door or brushing your teeth with broken hands is a huge problem that may take months to heal. It's even worse if you're in a profession that requires the use of your hands, especially if you need to use tools. We all know how important our hands are to us just to continue with ordinary life. We all know what happens when somebody punches a solid wall. Hospitals see patients every day that have done this. A properly constructed wall may not sustain much damage, but our hands are not so lucky. It's the same in a fight. Hitting someone in the head is just like hitting that brick wall. All of these small bones in your head are never going to be as sturdy as the bones in someone's skull. Even boxing legend Mike Tyson broke his hand in a street fight. Why? Because he didn't have those heavy gloves on that protect his hands. Try this as a test. Lightly hit your palm heel against the wall. Then for your fist, do it with the same amount of force. You will see the difference. Now imagine doing it at full strength, and you'll see that there is no contest. The palm heel will always be the stronger strike, and it will be the safest for you as well. Quick pause. If you're finding this valuable, hit the like and subscribe buttons right now. With an open hand, you can be ready to control the fight, not just inflict pain. If you get into legal trouble for defending yourself, an open hand looks less aggressive. Looks like you're trying to stop the fight, not like you're trying to wade in and continue it. Looks like you're trying to escape, not attack. Ancient warriors always protected their hands because they knew that injuring a hand in battle would hinder their ability to do something as simple or as important as holding a weapon, which would probably take them out of the fight and quite possibly cost them their life. Palm heels, forearms, and elbows will deliver more powerful blows than fists ever will. Hands are designed to do complex and intricate things, including using tools. If you're trying to use your fist as a hammer, you'll find it has some huge design flaws. As a martial artist, I've broken more boards and sticks with a palm wheel than with a fist. My son is a black belt in Taekwondo. First time he attempted to break a concrete cinder block with his fist, he was awarded with a box refresher and his hand in a cast for months. Your hands are something you need for life. Breaking them might well be something that you regret for years. Let's just make sure we train and practice to keep our hands safe right along with the rest of us. What do we use instead? Use the heel of your hand. What I earlier called a palm wheel strike. It's not going to break anything in your hand and will incapacitate anyone on the receiving end of this blow more than your fist ever could. Just keep your fingers and thumb together to avoid catching them on something. We'll get into this in more detail in the training. It's time to get to work again. I hope I earned a like and subscribe. The next lesson's already queued up for you. Let's keep learning and growing. I'll see you there.